Wow. I did not think the universes would be erased soon as all of the fighters were disqualified. I figured that Zeno would erase all the universes at once, the Tournament of Power was over. Like, let's say, our universe, Universe 7, they win, they come out on top. All the other universes would be erased on the spot. That's what I figured would happen. Not, let's say, Universe 9, which happened, they failed, so they wouldn't get erased instantly. They would have to wait until everyone else was disqualified, and then they would be erased. Because it would add into the drama of, holy shit, we're all going to die once this is over, once the 48 minutes are up. So I figured that's what would happen, but apparently not. Once a universe loses all fighters, they are erased on the spot. The god included, and the Supreme Kai. That shit is pretty fucking scary. Like, that's real scary. What's really scary is the final couple minutes of this episode, the tone shift was insane. Like, you have this just, like, casual fighting going on with Vegeta and Goku versus Universe 9 and all that, and then all of a sudden, once they're all done and defeated, Zeno just punches in all the buttons and all that, and they're erased. They're gone. Just, boop, they're gone. Like, they literally pop out of existence. It's like they're just like, there. They were just staring like everything was okay, and then they're eradicated. It wasn't like what we saw Beerus do to Zamos, where he's like, Hawkeye, and then, he evaporated. It wasn't like that. Zeno just straight up just popped them out of existence. Like, they never were there to begin with, which was like, fucked. But then what's really scary is the fact that the God of Destruction was just gone like nothing. The man was just gone. Just like everybody else that was with him, the God of Destruction disappeared too. Just gone. Instantly. And I'm looking at it like, holy fuck. We know the gods of destruction are powerful, and we got to understand how powerful they are thanks to the previous episodes with Frieza, and how we saw, the actual power. For instance, how a small little portion of a god of destruction key, how much damage it could do to someone like Goku or Frieza, like how it can actually almost completely kill them, and it's just a small fraction of their power. And then that's just showcasing how powerful they are. But then we know the angels are kind of more powerful than the gods, and then you see Zeno just do that, and it's just like, wow. It really puts into perspective of how up there Zeno is in power. There's just no way any of them could hope to stop Zeno if he wants to get something gone. Like, if he wants something erased and gone, it's gone. You cannot stop the man. So, definitely some shocking moments in this episode, but one of the most shocking moments is the smile, which we all, I think, are talking about. The smile from the angel. With that smirk, it pretty much confirms that something is definitely going on behind the scenes with the angels. We know that all the angels are fine. They're not in any risk of getting harmed or dying, because we have seen what was said earlier on by the Grand Priest. And that would mean that, all the other angels, when their universes get erased as well, they're fine. They'll be able to continue on living like nothing was wrong. But the big thing was, a long time ago, it was established that if an angel lost its god of destruction, they would deactivate. So that's something that I wonder what's going on there, because from what we could see, is the angel that was with the Universe 9 that got erased in this episode, he didn't deactivate. He actually was happy for some reason. You'd think you would be kind of upset that you're going to deactivate and all that, because you no longer have a universe to serve. So that makes you wonder, like, why would you be happy about that? You're just going to deactivate and you'll have nothing to do. So that is the big question that I think many of us are asking, which makes a lot of us believe that the angels are definitely planning something. I've discussed this a long time ago, when the Grand Priest was actually introduced and we found out about Zeno and all that in the power. I remember talking about how the Grand Priest is very shady. Very, very shady. We know that, he's very strong. The man is way above Beerus. We know this. And we know that this probably could be said for all the other angels as well. That might mean that the Grand Priest may be stronger. May. I'm just saying may. We don't know. It's not officially confirmed, but he may be stronger than Zeno. And the thing is that the Grand Priest is obviously someone very intelligent. He's very old, very wise. He's also the father of Whis. So, obviously this man knows a few things. Whis is very powerful, the man can beat Beerus, and Beerus is very strong, and so if Whis can do that, just imagine what the Grand Priest is capable of. So when you look at it like that, you're like, holy shit. And the Grand Priest is obviously very smart, and he's always the one feeding us information in Dragon Ball Super from whatever Zeno says. And what you could get from this is that he is the one manipulating Zeno. He is the one giving Zeno ideas and then causing things to happen. That's what you could assume from the way Dragon Ball Super has showcased the relationship between Zeno and the Grand Priest. And so the thing that I'm questioning right now, after seeing the angel smirk, is the Grand Priest evil? Is he actually trying something? And this is what me and my friend have been discussing for a bit when we're playing games and stuff like Smite. We've been discussing what could the Grand Priest be planning. I mean, if he was supposedly evil, okay, let's just say the angels are supposedly evil, what would they want to do? What are they wanting to accomplish? Well, the first thing that popped in our mind is what if they're trying to set it up to where they can get rid of Zeno? Like, what if there's a certain way, the only way they can get rid of Zeno is by getting rid of universes, and then somehow they could finally strike and take down Zeno? Like, what if at the end of the tournament, once everything is done with the Tournament of Power, you have it to where the Grand Priest walks up to Zeno, Zeno's like, that was fun and all that. Grand Priest walks over and just impels Zeno or kills him or something, because they can kill him now because all the universes are gone. Because we don't really know. There's some very questionable things that we know that works with the Dragon Ball universe, because we know that the angels are attached to the gods of destruction. We know that the Supreme Kais are attached to the gods of destruction, and vice versa. So if the Supreme Kai died, the god of destruction dies. And that's what we know of. And we know that when a god of destruction disappears, the angel, supposedly deactivates. And that would mean that there's just a multi-layered thing. If Supreme Kai dies, god of destruction disappears, that means that the angel to the god of destruction deactivates. So that it's just like a domino effect. So if the universes are getting erased, just popping out of existence, does that remove the limitation of angels not deactivating? Maybe there's something else going on here that the angels are planning, and they're doing something behind the scenes to work against Zeno. Because we don't really know everything about the laws of the universes and all of that. Because we know there was other universes that were erased in the past. And we know Zeno is very powerful, yes. But what if they were manipulating Zeno for they could actually get to him and get rid of him? Because Zeno, as it's been stated many times, he's a child. He has a child's mentality. He really doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't really know that what he's doing right now when he erases universes, he's killing so many people. He is unaware of how much devastation he's causing, and which makes it very dangerous and scary. And this is why Beerus and all the gods of destruction are scared of him. But that makes a lot of things questionable. If he is that scary, but someone that's like a child, obviously someone has to be whispering in his ear stuff, which looks like it could be the Grand Priest. So that's what I'm assuming is going on here. With the angel smiling, there's definitely a plot going on here with the Grand Priest, most likely going to try to get all the angels round up and then overthrow Zeno or something. I could definitely see that, because think about it like this. If the gods of destruction are gone, like if they are erased from existence, and all the universes are erased from existence, there's no one there to rise up against the angels. Think about it. There's no one there. It would be just Zeno versus the angels, technically. Think about it. I mean, seriously, take a moment to consider that. When you put in perspective the power of these angels, and then look at Zeno, we don't really know the level of the angels either, or how far Zeno can go. We do know he's insanely powerful to just pop a universe out of existence like that, but that makes you wonder, if all the gods are gone, that means that no one could stand up to help Zeno. Nobody from the universes could stand up to help Zeno, and that means the angels could do whatever they want. Just wanted to point that out. So, with that being said, I guess let's talk about the other stuff of this episode. So, the fight in this episode, it was mainly Goku and Vegeta versus Universe 9. And as I've already kind of discussed, Universe 9 was wiped out. So Goku and Vegeta won. They knocked out the opponents. They had a few close calls overall, but they still won in the end. Frieza helped out, knocked out someone, which, holy shit, like, I know the man got erased, but I don't know which would have been better, getting erased and not probably feeling anything, just being gone, or having Frieza torture you to death. I mean, Frieza was straight up torturing this man, and we know Frieza could be pretty fucked up, so the man jumping out of the ring, I can understand. Frieza is a nightmare to probably deal with, and Frieza, since he can't kill you, he'd probably just go as far as to almost killing you, like breaking every bone in your body, and that's basically what he was doing to that man. So the man jumping off, I can understand. Now, apparently from what we could see, 18 also took someone out in this episode, took out the bunny girl, so we didn't really get to see the fight. It was off screen, but 18 took out someone, so we had other fights going on that weren't really showcased, but Vegeta and Goku were kind of working together in this episode. Even though they didn't really want to, they were working together. And I do like that little brief shout out to the final Kamehameha in this episode. I don't know if Toei was going for that, but if you play Dragon Ball Xenoverse, you're probably aware of it, that, you know, Final Kamehameha is Vegeta's move. For instance, it's a mixture of Final Flash and Kamehameha, and both abilities are put together to make that one ability, and you saw Vegeta and Goku use both of these abilities and kind of fuse them into one giant ki blast, which referenced the final Kamehameha. So I do like that. I don't know if that's what Toei was trying to shout out towards, but that was a very nice moment of the episode. I was like, that's pretty fucking badass. Now, we also get to see a brief little glimpse of Super Saiyan Blue in this episode. Now we know that the Universe 6 Saiyans, they now are aware of Super Saiyan Blue. I wonder what they're gonna say in next episode when they find out, you know, about the ability that the other Saiyans have. Like, holy shit, Goku and Vegeta, they could transform into this. I want to be taught. I want to be taught. I can already see it now. I can already see Khalifa, you know, going in and wanting to learn Super Saiyan Blue. I can already see that shit happening in the next episode. So, I'm calling it right here and right now. Now, another thing to discuss is the stamina problem for Super Saiyan Blue. That truly surprised me. I didn't think Toei was going to incorporate that into Dragon Ball Super. I know it was in the manga, because I've been reading the manga, I've caught up. Many of you told me to read the manga of Dragon Ball Super, and I caught up. And holy shit, the details in the manga are way above the anime. I'm just gonna say that right now. But there was recently, it was introduced that Super Saiyan Blue has a problem when it comes to stamina. For instance, it tires Goku and Vegeta out fast. And so they had to shift between Super Saiyan, regular Super Saiyan God, like red form, to be able to maintain Super Saiyan Blue. And it was brought up in this episode that Super Saiyan Blue has a stamina problem. And that's why Goku and Vegeta are not using it in this episode or the early fights. It's not that they don't want to use their full power and go all out. It's the fact that they don't want to use it because they'll tire themselves out very quickly if they were to use it right now. So that's very fascinating that that was actually brought into the series. So I wonder if we're going to get to see regular Super Saiyan God in the Tournament of Power. I'm actually looking forward to that. I would love to see Vegeta in Super Saiyan God, like regular Super Saiyan God. That would be really badass. I mean, according to the manga, apparently Super Saiyan God is weaker, but I still would like to see Vegeta like that, just that entire style. So that's about it when it comes to this episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super? I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.